goes by the YouTube handle Asshole Report.
Stay away from me, lady! Stay away from me! Get this lady away from me! Get her away!
Man, that man's whole fucking report, dude, is such a fucking goof.
Monkey Peters!
What's your mission?
My mission right now is to keep you from harassing small children.
Or we can start asking you why you need a bigger bra than Kate does.
It's Kate. You know, masshole Kate, date of your existence Kate, your every night obsession Kate.
I targeted you because you're a pedophile. That's usually how that works.
She's just trolling him one way or the other.
I was the constitutional law scholar today, bitches.
It's like going to war with a fucking nuclear power that has lost its fucking mind.
I'm here to be a spectacle, not a role model.
Welcome to the troll farm.
That intro gets me amped. I don't know why.
Stay away from me, lady.
Stay away from me, lady.
Serious shit. So I just wanted to start this out as we go into like just sort of the rabbit hole that is Jim Terry's like pathological level of lying. With just giving him a real big up here. He was kidnapped, almost kidnapped by the mafia as a child. Their phone lines were tapped and there were video bugs everywhere. He's been close and dealt with the cartels. So the bottom of YouTube, we're just annoying fucks that like to gaslight and trigger for content. So yeah, good for, I wonder, like, did he owe them money?
I don't know. How does a child elude the mafia though?
Why does the mafia go after this kid? First of all, how are you
selling candy bars on their block or some shit?
How are you almost kidnapped? Did they change their minds?
I would if I
right. They're like, get in the van, kid. You're coming with us. Your parents are gonna have to pay big to get you back. And he's like, hey, you want to buy some sports equipment? I'll help you find your missing sister. They're like, nah, get the fuck out of here. Actually, don't want you anymore. No thanks.
Oh, we're gonna leave this one here, guys.
Send that one back. Yeah. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but for anyone in the back, or like the mafia and the troll mafia is satirical. I thought that was relatively clear, but we've had some trouble with it lately. Some of these feeble-minded men out here are just seeing the mafia everywhere. It's just dangerous shit. Dangerous shit. Ridiculous. So, Jim Terry. Okay, we talked a little bit on Monday about sort of the issue that was going on right now, where he pretends to be a private investigator, despite the fact that he doesn't really seem to do a lot of work, doesn't put boots on the ground, that's for goddamn sure, and doesn't have a valid license. But that's only part of it here. Did you know that he was a football legend?
I had heard tale that he may be.
Yeah. An indoor arena football legend.
Oof, Tom Brady, look out.
Yeah. Which in reality means that he was just sort of a subpar kicker, which apparently is like the worst position.
The bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. So, looks like from what I'm looking at here that the football was also a little scammy. We had some little scams going on there, a little problem with the honesty and the, making an honest
Say it
living.
isn't so.
Right. So I think I mentioned on Monday that he had some fraud charges. Did we talk about this?
Slightly, yes.
Yeah. So, there was a guilty plea with this one, I believe. So this isn't just charges, but this has got to be the best not the best police report that I've gotten, but it's pretty funny. So we can establish a few things about Mr. Terry from this particular incident report. We can see it's from 2009. Number one, if he offers to sell you anything, you should not give him money and buy it. Just don't do it. Probably not going to get what you paid for. Number two, he doesn't take good care of his belongings before reselling them, apparently. Number three, there is an entire UPS store out here in Pinellas County, Florida, that can't fucking stand this guy. remembered him by, few details here. So this is what happened here. All right. I received a CES mail log regarding a report that was filed with Visalia Police Department in California. The report stated that the victim, Elizabeth King, made arrangements online with a James Terry to purchase football equipment at the price of $1,400. The agreement was made that King would send a deposit of $500 and would send the remaining money as soon as a tracking number was provided by Terry. King sent the money and received a tracking number. However, the tracking number came back to one 5-pound box. King believed that she had been scammed due to the fact that the order was to be for 45 shoulder pads and 45 football helmets. King
so pretty heavy.
Yeah. More than 5 pounds for sure. King checked ripoffreport.com and found many other people had already been scammed by this individual. We'll get to that one too. A copy of this report was imaged and placed in the case file. Great. So I read this and I was like, okay, so, he ripped some lady off for some sports stuff, low-level shit. Not that exciting. I mean, it's not a good thing to do, but it's not like, where's the juice? We're going to get there. So, I had crime and analysis, Mary Boyd, do a photo pack of the suspect, James. The photo pack bio was submitted as an ARMS support document. It should be noted that the original report had the father, James, the subject involved. I have updated the correct information on the suspect, being James, the son. So they thought it was his dad. They corrected it. I responded to the UPS store located at US 19 and Alderman Road, where I met with Christine Kale. Christine Kale. I provided Christine the tracking number of, I'm not going to read that out, where Christine looked this up and said, oh, I remember this guy. He was so arrogant and rude. I packed the shoulder pad for him, and he complained the whole time that he was here about how much it was costing me to pack and ship his merchandise. He bought a shipping box where he said that he was going to ship the rest of his merchandise. I think he said helmets and more shoulder pads and ship it through the U.S. mail. Christine advises that in that one box she packed one shoulder pad. Okay. I then showed Christine a photo pack consisting of 6 white males, 3 in 2 rows. I requested Christine to look at the photo and if she believes she sees the suspect, James, to sign her name and date the photo. Christine looked at the photo and pointed to James, who was in the top row in the 3rd position on the right. Christine then signed and dated the photo. The owners, Stephen and Terry, then spoke up and said, we were in the back of the store packing and we heard him being very loud out here and ranting about how he was a professional and he couldn't believe this place could charge like this. So, yeah, Mr. Terry goes full fucking Karen over shipping costs to ship one shitty shoulder pad, right? Terry advises that he stated that this place was going to lose a lot of business as he had shoulder pads and helmets he had to send off his truck. Doubtful, right? All parties involved stated that he had not returned back to this location. Stephen and Terry did not see him, but only heard him as he was very loud and arrogant. I remember that asshole.
Like, imagine being infamous at, like, a post office.
Right. Like, he's not welcome here back at this UPS store. I can just imagine this guy screaming in the middle of a UPS store, like, how dare you price gouge like this? I am a consummate professional. I will never, ever ship at this UPS store again. Like, shut the fuck up. I spoke with Rochelle Hewitt, who lives in Jacksonville, Florida. Lisa advised that she believed that Rochelle was in the process of ordering from James and that I should probably give her a call. Rochelle advises that she did not order anything from James as she did not like his attitude. I can't imagine why. And the information that she had received from Lisa. I then spoke with Lisa, who advised that she is out the $500 and only received one package, which contained an old, rusty, broken shoulder pad. Lisa advised that the word is out about James as he appears to be targeting Women Football League ads. I don't know what that means. I advised Lisa that if she does find out anyone else has been a victim to James' scheme, to have them contact me. I also provided the same information to Rochelle. So his investigation continues.
Oh my God.
I attempted to contact James at the most recent cell phone provider for James. The number is no longer accepting calls. There are different addresses listed for James, which I will be following up with. If there's not a contact, a non-arrest felony invest will be set.
So he like scammed them for shoulder pads and then hid.
Bounced. Right. Don't worry, he comes back. He comes back though. He goes, I received a
thank
call from
God.
James. Yeah, here he is. He pops up. I received a call from James who stated that he had heard that I was looking for him. I advised James that I had been and I would need to set up an appointment to speak with him directly. James advises that he has been playing arena football out of state for the last 8 months and that the phone listing that I do have for him is outdated. James provided me his correct number at this time. James further advises that he will be not be back in Pinellas County until after the holidays, where I respected to speak with him the week of November 30th. James also requested that his attorney be present at that time. I will await to hear from James that week, and if there is no phone contact, a non-arrest felony invest will be set. Okay.
Is there more?
No, there's more. There's more. We're not done yet.
Look how small the bar is. Oh my God, there's so much more. Okay.
Yeah. No, he's playing phone tag with the fucking police now, right? I received a call from James as he wanted to speak with me further about this investigation. Again, I advised James that I do not do phone interviews and that it would be in his best interest to make time to return to Florida to speak with me. I advised James that I would be setting an invest with the state's attorney's office where I'd be issuing a warrant for this investigation. James advised that he is out west and it would be difficult to return to Florida. My previous conversations with James, he was up north playing football. Sorry. This squirrely bitch-made motherfucker. He's literally hiding from the police over this shit. Look guiltier. You can't. Literally lying about it. He's like, no, I'm out west or north or south.
Yeah, he's in France.
Right. Yeah, I was in France with Chili DeCastro's attorney. I'm a little disoriented because the mafia tied me up and blindfolded me and brought me here. I don't know. At least I'm not afraid.
Taken, man.
Right. Yeah, right. You got taken. I'm in a brothel somewhere in Prague. Help me. James also called the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office several times, speaking with different detectives and giving a different store and or location where he was at. So he's literally playing like Catch Me Where I Can. What a fucking idiot, right? It's just like, if I just keep calling them and giving them the wrong location, they'll never find me.
If I just piss them off enough.
I then received a call from Roger Futterman, attorney at law, who represented James with prior cases. So this isn't his first go around with the law.
Ooh.
Go figure. I informed him as well that I need to speak with his client and that I was going to proceed with setting of a SAO invest for a warrant. Futterman was advised that I have 2 charges on James for grand theft and scheme to defraud. I advised Futterman that if his client wishes to speak with me, he is welcome to be present. I also advised Futterman that I would meet him and his client at the Pinellas County Jail as well. Woo, that's a bad sign. Woo, that's a bad sign. I don't know. You pushed it too far, Jimmy. I don't like it. Yeah. If the police are like, hey, meet me at the jail, I'm like, no, thanks. Could we get coffee instead?
He's like, this is going to work out well.
Right. Futterman advises that he will get with his client to set up an appointment date and time with me. If I do not hear from Futterman in the next 2 days, a non-arrest felony invest will be set. They gave this motherfucker a lot of time. Jesus Christ.
They were very accommodating to his bullshit.
I've received a call from attorney Futterman where he advises his client, James, will be turning himself in to me at the Pinellas County Jail on Monday, December 7th. Futterman has been advised that the charge of grand theft and scheming to defraud will be applied to James. Okay. Does he turn himself in? Yeah,
I don't think so.
He did. Good for you. No, he does. Good for you, Jimmy.
Yeah,
that
I'm proud
is
of you,
fair.
bud.
Yeah. Like arrest of Terry. I had previously arranged with attorney Futterman for James to turn himself in to me on Monday, December 7th at 10 a.m. It was discussed with Futterman the 2 charges I was placing on James for this investigation. Myself and Detective Reed met James at the Pinellas County Jail where he was placed into custody and charged with grand theft and scheme to defraud. A felony arrest invest has been... Finally, they set the felony arrest invest. It only took months. I'm glad. Yeah.
At least it happened.
Yeah.
He didn't run from this one.
No, I mean,
For a
he
little
kinda,
bit.
he power walked away a little bit, but he came back. That's fine. The mafia let him go.
He sprinted a little
That's
bit.
good. Yeah.
He learned some things.
Proud of you. I'm proud of you, Jimmy. So that's what happened there. Is that this guy comically just got caught. Yeah. So what about the ripoff report though? Huh? You said something about the ripoff report. I wonder what that could be.
Again, I've heard tale of it.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of shit on the. So this is one of the first things that came up when I was looking for him. Honestly, believe it or not, but here he's got a whole ripoff report. Look at this.
Like as a person, like not a business, just a person.
Yeah. James Terry might be an alias. No, sir, he's not that smart. He is defrauding in his own name. Thank you very much. And what is this?
He's a consummate professional.
He is a call. Yeah. Don't you overcharge him on shipping, or you'll really see some dirty stuff going on.
This fucking guy. How many ripoff reports does he have?
There's quite a few. There are quite a few.
Can you read me some?
Right. Different locations in Florida, Palm Harbor, Clearwater, Dade County, Las Vegas. You're just out here everywhere selling shitty used sports equipment.
A transient grifter? That never happens.
No. So here's somebody from Nashua, New Hampshire. And this is from 2000. When is this from? Hold on. It'll give me somewhere. Oh, that's the newest one. So the original post here, I believe this is from 2008. I saw it before. I'll find it again. This individual will tell you he is trying to get rid of equipment. In our case, football helmets and shoulder pads. That seems to be like a recurrent theme here. He offers a great deal and says that he needs to get it out of storage by the next day or he'll owe them another $1,400.
How does he have so many?
He doesn't, obviously. He obviously doesn't. I mean, like, if he says that he has it, you wire him money and it never shows up, like, odds are he probably doesn't have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
I figured, I was like, how the fuck is he getting stuff? He's like raiding high schools. Like,
well, no, presumably if he actually had the inventory, then there would be no need to defraud people. He would just, sell it honestly, right? But not Terry.
I would hope so.
So, in our case, football helmets and shoulder pads. He offers a great deal and says he needs to get it out of storage by the next day or he'll owe them another $1,400. What a sales pitch, you slick son of a bitch. He allows you to pay a down payment of half price. You have to wire cash Western Union. Not sketchy at all. The equipment never comes. Right. And the only thing less.
Does he send you 3,000 and you have to send him back 1,000? Does that
right. You meet him in an alleyway and give him, unmarked bills. The equipment never comes. And if he sends a money order, don't cash it. Oh my God. Yep. He did. He Nigerian.
Did I nail it?
You got it, Miss Cleo. It's fraudulent and just sent to buy him time to scam other suspecting people / teams. He picks up the money at different locations in Florida. He calls himself James Terry and says that he works for a radio station in Florida. His cell phone number is conveniently a Las Vegas prepaid phone. Please don't fall for this scam or anything similar. It's true. If it sounds too good to be true, it's a scam. I was a fool, and I really hope he gets caught and justice is served. I honestly don't know how some people sleep at night. This is from Rob. It was submitted Friday, July 22nd of 2022. So this is a recent one. It says, I was a victim of James Terry too, and I wish I had known of this website and warning before. Sad that this happened to sad that so many others had this happen to. This May, 2 months ago, I moved to Florida. Met James Terry on a dating site he was anxious to meet. The whole night he talked about him. He says he is now a professional private investigator of missing kids, an arena football star, and professional sports gambler and better.
Oh, there's the addiction. Okay, we might have found the addiction.
Is he a gambler? Really?
It
I
seems like
kind of
he's a
heard that. I
gambler.
kind of heard that. No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, it fits. It fits.
I played football too. That's what we bonded over. He gave a sales pitch. I know that. You know what? This one I'm a little bit skeptical of because it's so recent. I'm going to disregard. If you guys want to go to the ripoff report yourselves, like peruse it, like you can go ahead and read that. Take that as you will. I'm going to put a kind of a flag on that most recent post though, because it's from around the time that people started getting on him on the internet. So I'm gonna flag that one as a possible fraudulent. Not
Yeah, we might
fraudulent.
have got
but
trolled. It's okay.
yeah, that could be somebody just fucking with the guy. We'll put a pin in that one. But I'm gonna go to like 2015. Yeah, that was way before people started shitting on him on the internet. This person says, "Yep, that's him. Scammer gets money from you any way he can. He scams people all over the country. Says he has a place in Las Vegas and is a big whoop-de-doody arena football player. Never been married. Of course, at his age pushing 40, there's still something wrong when he lives in Clearwater with mommy and daddy still. He has no money and he will tell you that he can invest your money, then rips you off. Do not invest with him. His brother lives in New Orleans and is also a scumbucket." Oh, Mark.
Well, keep it in the family.
"Jim Terry has no class and a filthy mouth, no respect for women or anyone who says he's no good." Well, Jim, you are a no good lowlife.
Oh.
Maybe you should clean up your scamming act and stop sponging off mommy and daddy and unsuspecting good people and get a real job. That person did not.
Kate, what's the point? He's not going to respect us. However,
Well,
will we live without Jim Terry's validation?
Yeah, right. Get in line, buddy. James Terry. There's another one from 2014. James Terry, Swordfish says, "Yes, I believe I know who you're referring to. Jim Terry, James Terry, arena football Jim Terry. I am a female and I met him online when I moved to Florida. We started talking, met a few times in person. He scammed me out of a few $100s saying he would invest it to me."
Wait, and this is an old one?
Yeah, this is old.
Oh boy, okay.
"He scammed me out of a few $100s saying he would invest it for me and turn it around and double it in a week. Since I had just moved here and had no money, was completely stressed about paying my bills since I came down. Needless to say, that never happened. He has a brother that is an asshole as well." Wow, you guys really. The one thing that's consistent is that like they don't like James and Mark around these parts. "As soon as I tried to contact him about my money, he would never call me back or email me. I tried contacting his brother online. I think it was MySpace around 2007 or 2008. He told me he played indoor arena football, blah, 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 and he did, but he always talked himself up. After he scammed me, I heard so many others complaining of the same thing about him. His father owns a music store, Jim Terry's Music, next to a bar in Palm Harbor, Florida, on the corner of US 19 and Curlew Road." Okay. Oh, he's on a bunch of sites. Okay. Hockey writer takes exception to this. He says, "Unless he did you wrong personally, stop the Jim Terry bashing." Okay. "I want to take a moment to say something about Jim Terry. I collect official game footballs and I contacted the company who made the footballs for his EIFL. I was able to reach Jim and I asked him if he would sell me an official EIFL game football and he said, 'Don't be ridiculous. I'll send you this one free that I still have its bag and a few other items.' Jim kept his promise." Did you hear that? Jim Terry kept his word to me.
I refuse to believe it.
I mean, this person is very. How did you even know about this ripoff report, Hockey Writer?
It sounds like something Mark Terry would do. I don't know. Or Jim.
I mean, Hockey Writer posted this several times. Yeah.
All right, it was probably Jim. The mafia was trying to take him, so he just kept hitting send.
Yeah. He goes by Jim Terry, ratedrsports.com. He used to be the part owner and GM for the Mahoning Valley Hitmen and screwed them over. Oh, I'm going to take a look at that in a minute.
Ooh,
I have
he's
other
handy.
stories of him coaching teams into the ground. Yeah. There's a petition against him. There was a petition against him. Holy fuck. Okay. All right. Okay. You go back a long time with people fucking hating you, Jim. All right. Okay. Apparently, he is a con artist and a disgruntled ex-football player who totally trashes all semi-pro and amateur football teams. He says they are all thugs, but the fact is he is a crook. He stole over $2,000 from a few different teams in a New England league. Oh my.
Did someone report us? Because our stream's restricted now.
What do you
Yep,
mean
the
it's
stream has been restricted. It's age restricted now.
Oh, that's okay. They age restricted it.
Yeah, we're for adults anyway, but that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, age restriction happens.
If you're a child watching this, you probably shouldn't, and I'm so sorry for everything I've ever said. Go to bed.
Yeah, please don't. I mean, I think we anticipate that Jim Terry is going to hit every single one of these streams because for some reason he, like, more than anything else in the world, does not want people to know that he is a shitty football player that just, you know, trolled around football teams and communities to bilk them out of money, allegedly. Maybe, definitely. That's what everybody says. So I kind of anticipated that we would be hit with some attacks. Like, again, not our first rodeo, guy. This happens a lot.
Yikes.
They go on.
This guy's
I mean, this one is from 2008. James Terry will steal from $600 to $1,500 or more from you. He targets organized sports teams. If he thinks he's getting away with this, he's got another thing coming. You can run, but you can't hide. We all know people who will eventually find you. Who's your daddy? You apparently don't know mine. That's a little menacing. Maybe that's when the mafia went for him. Maybe he wasn't.
What's with all these dudes saying, like, you're not my daddy? Who's your daddy? Like, ooh, weird.
A menacing thing to say. All right, Anonymous posted this several times because apparently they were several times. Okay. All right. So that's the ripoff report, huh? Not looking good, Jimmy. Not looking good.
Yeah, no, this is not painting him in a great light here.
Oh, is the other one? Is he mass reporting us right now? Possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow, there's a lot of drama in the world.
This is
today.
a contraband YouTube now, bitches.
Yeah. Super chat is dead. Oh no.
Oh no. It's not about the money, it's about the fuckery, guys. And about stopping these assholes.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and sell some equipment.
Oh, super chat is no longer an option?
That's weird. Huh. Well, we'll have to work that out with YouTube after the fact, I guess. Let me see if I got an email.
Chili was asking at the end of his video for people to mass report it.
Oh, so we're probably getting mass reported right now.
Damn it, the chat went too fast. Who just said this is the 34th prong?
Oh. Perhaps because it is age restricted.
That's lame. Why? Kids don't have money. What the fuck?
So you can't steal it from them like Jim Terry, honestly. Probably.
I had shoulder pads for sale, and now they can't super chat the payment.
Right. I got a bunch of helmets in my storage shed.
We need those.
Oh, man. Do you think Chili and Jim are, like, teaming up? Because that would be fun.
They're gonna turn into the YouTube fucking like Transformer.
I can see it happening. Like our powers combined. Yeah.
Ooh. What a formidable opponent team that'll be for us, Katie.
Aaron Queen has never reported a channel. That's why.
Good for you.
Yeah, guys, don't freak out about the super chat. It's not like a huge deal, honestly.
Not terribly worried about it. We just want to have some fun.
Saying, yeah, age restricted. Yeah, but like if we're concerned about the dono thing, like that's not like the end of the world.
Oh no, no donos. Do we wear helmets at Applebee's? We should.
Yeah, probably. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, I can already see the chats going over here. You know, I don't even want to talk about that part right now. If they're going to attack it, they're going to attack it. Yes, Jim did it with his brother. He's bragging about it. I'm really excited that he's bragging about it.
Oh, you did something good for you, Jim.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't take that win and gamble it away, huh?
Right.
Sucks. Poor
Guys,
guy.
don't worry about donations. Honest to God, I know that at the end of the day, if we come into some sort of financial need, that it's going to take us all of like 10 minutes, and we will meet that. We have the best subscribers in the world, but that's not why we're here. And I take the fact that within 2 streams and some really light shit here, we're really bringing in some light shit here as far as just, a quick police report, which, like, I mean, it's a shitty thing to do, Jim, but at least you didn't have child pornography on your computer or anything, because we've read those out too. So could be a lot worse, but you're very sensitive about it. I get it. The fact that you are so sensitive about it would lead me to believe that you're probably still kind of a fraud now.
Yeah, he's really upset about like his own words and his own actions like really trigger him. That's all.
Yeah. Why does it bother you so much, Jim? Oh, look who's here. Who's here. Blue, my friend. Would you like to come up and talk to us?
Come on, Blue.
Blue had an interaction with Jim, I think, the other day.
Oh, really? I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, you're not live on your channel. Come be live on ours, Blue.
Yeah, let's do the damn thing.
Blue, I want to tell you about this police report that we just read out. It was really good.
Have you ever gone postal at a postal?
Yeah. I can just imagine the guy fucking melting down over shipping prices. Like,
I wish there was a video because I bet it's hilarious.
I think like the fraud is one thing. Well, this was 2008. The fraud is one thing, and that's shitty. Like the fact that he's ripping off, people for
why is it like always women? It seems like, right?
That's kind of the impression that particular victim got. I don't know. I haven't, I know there's some check fraud in the past here too. So that was just sort of like, less victim, I guess, direct victims anyway. So Blue.
Yes.
I got a police report on Jim Terry today.
Oh, I can't wait. I was going to start requesting those, but I figured I'd probably see if you had.
Of course, you
bow down to the queen.
Your timing is incredible.
Yeah. No, I got right on that because I was curious. You can see charges and you can think you know what you're looking at, but I always find that the reports like give more context, right? More context to the whole thing. So I already read this and I'll send it to you as well, but I'll paraphrase what happened here. So he advertised some sports equipment for sale.
This is the fraud. Got it. Yep.
Grand theft and fraud. Yep. Sorry, I'm getting congested again.
That's fine. I'm just dancing over here excitedly.
His brother. Yeah, buckle up for this. It's an adventure.
There's he essentially what happened was he, this woman contacts him to buy the sports equipment, 45 shoulder pads, 45 helmets. Let me pull this back up now that we're getting back into it. All right. Stop this screen and we're going to go to the other one again. So, he advertises it for sale. Lady answers the ad and she goes to buy this stuff. So she sends him $500, wires it to him for a deposit. And then she gets the tracking number and she's supposed to give him an additional, $700? No, I'm sorry, 500. So that would be an additional $1,100. And she realizes that the tracking number has come back to 1 5-pound box, which is probably not what 45 football helmets and 45 shoulder pads would weigh.
I would have been surprised by that as well.
Yeah. Unless they were like, like novelty items, like little like toys, maybe. Right.
Oh, so like when you order from Wish and it's a bunch of miniatures.
Right. Maybe Jim Terry was like, he was ahead of his time. He was the original Wish.com. Shipping takes forever and you're not getting exactly what you ordered, but you better fucking deal with it. So essentially here, she checks the rip-off report and realizes that like everybody's complaining about this guy scamming. So she calls the police.
Smart.
The police go to the UPS store where he shipped the item And they're all like, I remember that guy. He was a huge asshole and he was crying about shipping costs. Right?
Also, fun fact about shipping things, they often have cameras there.
Right. Well, it doesn't really look like they have cameras here, but unfortunately,
I didn't need the cameras, but hold on.
They had a photo pack, and
They do have a photo pack. Look at that.
The cashier, recognized him. That was a bummer. So everybody's like, yeah, that guy was a real piece of shit. So in the interim, they talked to somebody else who was about to buy some stuff from him, and they're like, yeah, no, I was going to until I talked to other people and realized he's a scammer, and I didn't like his attitude. Can't imagine why. So then we go on a fun little caper where they try to contact him, but his phone number's no good. And then somehow he hears through the grapevine that they're looking for him. So he starts calling them and telling them a million different stories about where he actually is. Right? Just, read that part real quick.
Well, the fun thing about that is I don't know about specifically this state, but oftentimes if you provide information that is false, in order to obstruct or delay or interfere or hinder an ongoing criminal investigation, that's also a crime. Just a heads up for those of you who are thinking about doing this yourself.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they tell, he tells them at first that he's out west playing football, but then, it was kind of complicated because he said before that he was up north playing football. So, he's just kind of like wandering the country per his own story, just, playing football. Like, I don't even know.
Living the dream.
Yep. So then he gets a call from an attorney who had represented Terry on prior cases. And they're like, hey, like, we gotta handle this. He's like, yep, okay, I'll talk to him. All right. So in the meantime, Terry is calling the sheriff's office and speaking with different detectives and giving up different store and locations, like where he's at. So he's playing like a shitty game of manhunt with cops, kind of like, hey, just so you know, guys, I'm at the Taco Bell at Weston, Maine. And they're like, okay. And he's like, no, psych, just kidding. I'm actually at the park. Catch me if you can. And they're like, okay. Like, so he does finally turn himself into the jail, and that's fine. And he was ultimately charged with grand theft and what was it? Scheme to defraud. And he ended up pleading guilty to this. So that was good.
Well, it's hard to argue that you didn't do it if you found that guilty plea. It's so weird that this guy isn't on the up and up.
Oh, okay. We're doing petty super chats. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
How's my mic, by the way? I understand it was a little loud. I just changed some of the settings on that.
Oh. So what's your impression of this guy so far, Blue?
I think he's clever. I don't think he's as clever as he thinks he is. So I've been doing some very light digging, sort of just establishing where I want to start without jumping in anywhere too hard, too fast. I did send you an email, sort of just like late night, just spewing, just like, this is where I do it, this direction. And then I found a bunch of information that renders some of it useless, but not all of it. It's a whole thing. Figuring out where to start, not a problem. Now, I did a bunch of digging into Jim, and Jim's done a pretty good job hiding himself. And word of warning, Jim, who I assume is seeing this or will see this, it's easy to hide yourself. I do that all the time. I'm pretty good at that. When I worked counter narcotics, I was semi-covert. That's when I really started doing it, and I haven't stopped since. The problem is your family and friends don't tend to hide themselves as well. And you, Jim, have made the mistake of identifying your family and friends. And I have found all sorts of fun things. So you might want to contact them before we do and give them, and by we, I mean me specifically. I'm not asking anybody at all to contact anybody involved in this. Please don't, ladies and gentlemen. But I will be reaching out to people in the areas that I've identified as, needing more investigations. I'll say that. I'll tell you, Jim, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll be upfront with you. I'm not going to give you everything, but I don't want you to be surprised necessarily by an investigator who's competent. But as far as how I feel about this guy, he knows his grift. He is familiar with the grift that he is doing. He knows the basics. He knows the loopholes. However, he did not do this PI one, as well as he thinks he did. And I have to check with some legal experts about some things I found. But I think it's going to be pretty easy drawing him out. I'll say that.
I'm fascinated by this football career thing. Like, I saw some pictures of him and he looked really floppy.
Yeah, I don't think he played in, I've heard.
Well, I
haven't
asked
really
one of
looked
my
into this
friends,
football
like,
angle, but-
I was like, I don't know anything about football. So I asked my friend, like, what is the kicker on the team? And they basically said they're a step above the water boy. So
they're useful for just a tiny part of the game.
He keeps throwing out this assertion that he was with the Denver Broncos, but there's no evidence to support that I found anyway.
Yeah, he went to a game once. He was there with them,
He played in their preseason tryouts.
Yeah, he tried to sell one of their nieces or nephews some, made up football equipment. It didn't work. There he is right there. Just looking kind of floppy, you know what I mean? Like, that guy's barely touching him. And he's going to fall. It's pretty painful.
Of course.
Or right here, like, where he's just dead on the floor and not that many people seem to care. Yeah. Football legend, everybody.
He looks like he looks like the ref's gonna outline him in chalk.
Tell you what, Jim, you send me your card, your rookie card, or whatever you have. Sure, if you played for a pro level, someone made a card of you. Now, if he played, I wouldn't be shocked if he played like whatever the minor league equivalent of football is. But
yeah, he played in some little league.
He played
football,
flag football with his work buddies, college or something, which
arena football
he may or may not have completed. We don't know.
Exactly. That's what I like. Thank you very much, mechanics. I got some real Uncle Rico vibes from this too. Absolutely.
Could have kicked this right over that mountain there.
Right. Tina, you fat lard. Get your dinner.
God.
My lips hurt real bad.
Vote for Pedro. Your wildest dreams will come true.
Oh my
Such
God.
a good movie.
I don't know how we ended up here, but I'm glad we did.
Kyle the Coyote. Oh my God. I can't even get into that tonight. Like, Mark Terry is like a whole different thing. Unbelievable. Right now, we've got some stuff that we're working on as far as the research stuff goes. The arena football thing is just, I got to pull up my notes here too. Like, I had notes for this because there was a lot going on here.
It is overwhelming.
No, it's not overwhelming. Just, I took notes. All right.
Well, for me, it's overwhelming.
So
there's a lot of stuff that isn't relevant. The trick is weeding out the parts that aren't going to help and just focusing on the parts that will and working from there. It's all about sort of setting that foundation and just putting aside this stuff. You might have to return to the stuff that you pulled out of the investigation, but there's not that much.
Oh, this isn't. I forgot this. I made a note of this too. From the June 28th, 2004 Tampa Tribune. What's the word I'm looking for? Circulation here. He was kicked out of and trespassed from the grounds of any Pinellas County public school because of a trespass warning stemming from an incident with a football coach. So he is banned from all Pinellas County public schools.
That's so weird.
That's an accomplishment, I guess.
Yeah.
For certain types of people.
Nothing says competent PI like someone who's been trespassed from high schools.
Well, all schools, technically.
Or all schools.
He'll find your fucking kid as long as they're not at school.
Yeah. Oh, I can't do it. They're in a classroom.
The last place I saw my son was at the Pinellas County High School. Oh,
he's a brat.
Right. Well, it doesn't really matter anyway.
And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for that damn public.
Kids anyway. Can call them?
Read the room.
Right.
That's good. Now, our boy Jim has a bit of a history in Ohio. His
Yeah.
father, at the very least, lived there, working as a real estate agent. I believe he now does live in Florida. Should I give you guys a secret? The beautiful, beautiful secret.
I like secrets.
Yeah, just don't. Nobody tell Jim. Okay. So Florida law, because Jim, I don't think is in Mississippi. I believe he's in Florida, and I believe he's operating his business out of Mississippi. And I believe this because his business license in Mississippi lists a Florida address, which apparently is allowed. Which fantastic. I might have to do that myself.
Yeah, I thought
Now-
that was strange too, right? That's the
Yeah.
first thing I had to look into it too, because I'm like, how the hell do you? But I mean, he really just has a fictitious
Yeah,
business name in Mississippi.
The secretary of whatever approved it. It appears to check out, but the business listed is his father's music business. And you
Yep.
might think, how can you serve that business with legal paperwork? It's not actually his business. Well, because it's listed as his business, and you have to have a location or an agent to receive paperwork for the business, specifically to include legal service and processes, similarly to how you have to have an address on a driver's license so that you can receive tickets and, of course, for other reasons. If you attempt to serve him 3 times, on that 3rd time, if he is not there, you can just apparently, according to Florida law, and don't anybody tell him this, according to Florida law, you can just leave that paperwork with whoever is in charge of that business on the 3rd attempt, and that counts as legal service.
I learned something
Shocking,
today,
I
Blue.
know.
Thank you.
Whoa,
Because
wow.
because, and check with legal experts first. I believe you have to get the sheriff to serve it, or what you can do is you can hire a process server. You actually have to be a licensed process server in Florida, so it's not going to be one of us doing it. But the sheriff will know, presumably, and you should say, hey, here's some money. Please serve this. It will probably take 3 attempts, and on that 3rd attempt, you can just leave it and it counts. So, whoops.
The problem with that is,
Jim isn't as
if
clever as he
you're
thinks.
serving any sort of civil process, like let's say that you serve it on him, service is considered, and he defaults and you get a judgment, how the hell are you going to recover for him?
Well, you're probably not, but it's certainly not going to help him if he has all of these default judgments against him.
No,
So-
I mean that's not helpful for anyone, really. But
No, absolutely not. And eventually, it might even become a criminal thing. If you put all these together into a nice little bow, you might be able to establish some sort of criminal fraud. And if you can do that, well, then a warrant goes out for his arrest. And if a warrant goes out for his arrest, anytime police have to check his ID, they got him. Gosh, wouldn't that be a shame, though?
Someone's saying Jim is not in Florida at all. I mean, do you know that?
Well, that's fine. He doesn't have to be, but his business is.
Allegedly.
And that's all that matters. As long as we
Right.
serve that address, if I have interpreted the law correctly, and that's what I have to check with legal experts in the area, if that is in fact how that works, it's really, really easy. Sorry, Jim. You thought you had it all figured out, all these little loopholes, all these difficult ways to find you. Turns out it was incredibly, incredibly easy. I don't have to find
wait.
you, Jim.
What do we need? Florida law?
Yes.
Yeah, we got a guy for that.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say we gotta go after that.
Yeah.
If
Right.
that happens, like his dad will be so pissed. This grown adult man's dad.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
really mad about this.
And the fun thing about Mississippi is because he filed it through the Secretary of State, was it? I believe you can also serve the paperwork to the Secretary of State, and then it's the Secretary of State's responsibility to get it to where it needs to go. Pretty sure
Yes.
that's still a law. There was a law. I don't know if that's still. There was one that was repealed in 2013, but and it was in reference to LLCs, but he's a sole prop, which is also kind of foolish because it means he's personally liable, not his business. But should be fun.
I did
Shockingly
read that as
easy, I think.
well,
to serve him.
JBS, I did read that allegedly during this game he was drunk, a little belligerent. I don't know if that's true or not. I like to think that it is.
I hope it is.
Who is blocking? What are you talking about, Just Mike? No one's blocking you.
Where? What?
How interesting, Troll Mafia members in chat blocking me won't work. I got many accounts. Y'all want to troll? I troll back too. Welcome, Just Mike. We appreciate having you.
I see 0 block comments, and I'm pretty sure I'm like the only wrench in here at the moment, right? I don't know how to tell from StreamYard.
Someone just blocked Blue Bacon right off the freaking chat.
What? How?
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. He just dropped it.
I was like, oh my god, I thought I did something wrong.
Oh, he's back. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. It's fine.
Jim got you.
Clearly.
Yeah, he found me. But we don't stop, so.
Friggin' Fuelner.
Yeah. Jeremy Fuelner. I don't know who that is. Why is my audio so loud?
I know your real name is Jim Terry.
I'm actually the guy you're looking for.
What a twist.
Ooh. Okay, I gotta.
Any other reports, or is Kate dying?
Stupid loud.
No, I'm kind of dying right now again. Sorry, I keep having to pause because I'm getting congested. Just Mike is complaining that he's not a mod. Would you like a wrench, Just Mike? Would that make you happier?
Do it.
I believe he's following Sleeper Cell around. They have a lot of like weird dramas in here. A lot of people that don't like each other. He's not Mikey B. Okay.
A lot of side tea.
All right. Now we know who you're not. Yep.
Glad that's established.
Yeah. Where's Laguna Larry? I just talked to him the other day. He actually had an idea for something that he wanted to put out. It's very it would be kind of a big deal if he did, but now is not a good time for that.
Yeah.
Jim DeCastro got you.
They're after me.
If they join forces, like, we're fucked, guys.
I expect them to.
It's a powerhouse.
You know how Chili's been trying to find a PI that can find me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Chili's going to hire this dude, and he's going to find you, because that's what he does. He's a professional.
You think Jim Carrey could find Blue Bacon? That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out.
He'll might say be... he's gonna. I know that he'll say he's going to.
This might be the incident that finally tells the world who I am.
Yeah, because it's never happened before.
Yeah, I'll tell you who I'm not, Jim. Jeremy Fuelner.
Are you sure? I heard that you were.
I heard on good
rumors.
authority that that's your name.
Yeah, I think so. That's you. Yeah.
So close, though.
Hi, Topher. Nice to see you. I'm not convinced that this Topher fella is not Jim on a sock. But I mean, yeah, like works in what regard? Like we're all sitting here. We established within an hour that like this guy's a fucking con artist. Like that was well established immediately.
Dude, like easily.
Yeah. Immediately. I have somebody from the arena football days that agreed to do an interview this weekend to fill in some of the blanks with some of the arena football stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. But I got this police report yesterday, and I said that we were going to go live Wednesday. And I've had quite a few interesting things happen behind the scenes that I am not at liberty to talk about right now. But when I can, oh boy, do we have some stories to tell. So I was like, I'm just going to go live because this was one of my favorite police reports, just with the fact that, like, you've got everything.
The fact that you have a favorite police report.
Well, my favorite police report of all time, oh, that's a tough one, but maybe Virgo Triads, when she explained to the police the reason that she had doctor on her checks was because her father was a veterinarian and she believed that she inherited the title. That was a good one. But this is pretty good too, because this guy, he's defrauding these people for hundreds to thousands of dollars with this bunk sports equipment scam. And he gets foiled easily because he's easily remembered and recognized by the UPS store because he's such a raging fucking dick that they're like, yeah, I know. I remember that asshole. Like, if you would just quietly let them package up your shit and send it off to Jim, then you would have, a chance that they would be like, I don't remember this guy at all. Like, because you would be unremarkable. But you had to be a piece of shit to the UPS employees. So they remembered you. And then the police come knocking and you just lie, tell them that you're 16 different places, which is like look guiltier. I don't know if you can, even if you try.
Don't challenge him. You know that he's an arena football champion, so.
Right. A legend.
That's why I've heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
This fucking guy. I can't. Oh.
Should we read some super chats?
Sure. Thank you, Blue Bacon.
Absolutely. I'll get out of here. I'm going to go be sassy in the comment section of some of my videos, probably. But thanks for bringing me on.
Oh, do you have a video?
Offering to buy you beers.
Oh, I did. I did put up a video. A little hello to Jim.
Can we watch it?
Yeah. Please.
Okay.
Everyone in the chat wants to buy you a beer if Terry's able to find you.
Look, if he finds me, just send beer to my house. Oh no.
With the hello, Jim Terry. Oh, that's very nice of you. You made like an e-card. Okay. All right, let's check this out.
It's a good face.
Yeah, no, you got a good pause face.
It's my kiss me face. Hello, Jim Terry. You're seeing this video because you made the mistake of catching my attention. Recently, I found out about a private investigator based out of Mississippi who searches for vulnerable parents desperate for news of their missing children and promises to find those children for a one-time upfront fee. This man has never failed to find the child and will only work on one case until that child is found, or so he says. His victims tell a different story, one that suggests he takes that fee and flees, something he allegedly had a history of doing in the sports industry as well. Is that you, Jim? But how rude of me. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm a fellow private investigator, but unlike the man I'm talking about, I'm thorough when it comes to finding people. I saw you have an expired intern PI license from Florida. That's really cute. I have training from the United States Army and law enforcement and served as a general crimes and counter-narcotics investigator for MPI and CID. I also have a large community of people who are very interested in helping me sort through a large amount of data in order to find this guy. It's part of what we PIs do, right, Jim? Sort through all the info that the police don't have the time to deal with. I'm sure I don't need to explain the intricacies of the job to the person who displays an intern PI license out of Florida to explain why they're qualified to conduct investigations out of Mississippi. I'm not licensed to conduct investigations in Mississippi. But as you're well aware, Mississippi doesn't require PIs to be licensed. How convenient for both of us. I'm not terribly fond of scammers, Jim. I'm more of a justice kind of a guy. I don't want to hurt this man. I just want to make sure that he's held accountable. I'm going to enjoy working to help make that happen. And nobody even had to pay me to do it. So, ready or not, here I come. And one last thing, Jim. Good luck.
A little menacing.
We have fun here.
We do have
And
fun
with
here.
that, I'll see you all later.
All right.
Toodles.
Bye.
Bye.
This is turning into like another great white incident in the making. All right. Lisa Woodhart says, here to be a spectacle, not a role model. Needs to be a t-shirt. It is. It is.
Just drop.
Oh my God, we got new merchandise. Thank you for reminding me. I'm fucking all over the place. Oh yes, we got new merchandise. So our good friend, our resident artist here, Motorized Misfits, he drew something else up, and it's pretty good. Pretty good.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
The hair is on point.
So yeah, we have shizzle hoodies now and stuff. Hold on, should I share the screen? I guess I'm not very good at like advertising this shit.
Do we have one that just says here to be a spectacle, not a role model, or is it just the hoodie?
It's the hoodie.
Or like the one I got. Okay.
Yeah, it's the hoodie. I guess I could make something else.
That would be good in block with just on the back.
I have to be in a mood.
Yeah,
so
I feel you.
Where's the new one? Yo. Oh no. All right, hoodies and sweatshirts. Where's the new hoodie? There it is. Check this out.
There it is.
It's pretty cool. You get one that's just kind of plain. I personally like this one better. Got the little front. There it is. Troll Mafia official. In the back, there's Shizzle. I like it. It's good. Pick yours up today if you
Motorized
want.
Misfit is so friggin' talented. I can't even draw a stick figure, and I I cannot believe it. I sent him like 3 pictures, and he did that.
Yeah. There's the store right there. There's the listing. A couple times.
Spam your own chat. I'm so elated that Super Chat came back and everyone immediately was like, "Fuck you, Jim Terry."
Right. Yeah, attacking the channel, that's cool. You can do that. It happens all the time. Cowboy Giant is here for the shiz laughter. Irish Demon, thank you for joining. David Lee says, knew For Shizzle was gorgeous before I saw her picture. Aw, she is. She is. The Mafia chasing Jim Terry says, he was doing inappropriate things with our racehorses. They couldn't run fast the next day.
Oh, no.
Well, maybe that's why. Robert Hershey says, little boy Cholita's shoes are still smoking from running so fast. He did the Coward Express. Much like Jim Terry if the police are calling. Yeah. Haley Taylor.
A postal issue.
The Castration Nation says, Terry was good at Facebook like Chili was good at, or football. I'm sorry, at football like Chili was good at wrestling. Exactly. You can see the parallels now. Yeah.
So many parallels.
Yeah. Once Upon an Indie says, so I've never subbed to any channel, but this amazing work you ladies and your trolls do is definitely worth it. You're all absolutely amazing. Thank you. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
She joined. Thanks for joining. Maverick Gaming has joined. Thank you for joining. Jim Terry's sister says he's constantly trying to date me. Hate when that happens.
You dang trolls.
DeCastro's Troll Farm says Super Chat is back. Yeah, it must have been a bug. Members can Super Chat, it says. Restrict this, the office says. Don't send any cakes now. You'll get in trouble. Melissa Raymond says, love you, Queen. I love you, too. Jeff Hart said, did Jim try to strike Monday's video? No, sir. He did strike it. He did. That did happen. Before it even went live. It was incredible. Peter became a YouTube man. Thanks, Pants. Ashley Martin says, Kate always wins. Did you hear that, Jimmy, or should we say it louder? Don't say it too loud.
Don't worry. No, we'll fucking say it louder.
It hurts his feelings. It bothers him. He likes to play it off like he doesn't care. You know. Tina B says, Super Chat works if reloads the stream. Yeah, it was probably just like I don't even know. Who cares? And Nima says, now we Super Chat for power. Yeah. Stephen Alley has paid $2 for Blue's appearance fee. He's got no panties on. Me neither. Per usual. Boo Boo Bunny says, new boy band. Oh, I like this idea. Chili and the Grifters. Starring Zaner as Plug Nickel, Bobby Laws as Fitty, and Plug Nickel is Fake Money. I like it. I get it. I like it. Yeah. Put Jim in there.
You're gonna throw Jim in there. Yeah, drinks, you fucking bitch.
Get out of my head. McAddix
so frustrating.
Says, why was there too many vans in a box truck at UPS? Dark Adonna says, yay, Super Chat. Thank you, guys. Christine, thank you. Irish Demon has paid £5, or euros rather, €5 for one shoulder pad. Yeah, it's in the mail. Don't get alarmed if it doesn't show up. Hank's Corner says, long live the Super Chat. TTU, baby. TTU. Now it's Terry Trolls Unite. Nice. Scraps to Selby says, I'm a child. Foo, wiener, duty. Yeah. Hey, Chilito, Kate is taking my hard-earned $2. I just did, yep. Emma says, UK time difference sucks. Both me and my little ones are up sick with this cough. Girl, you don't even have to tell me about it. I've literally been sick for a month. I'm finally to the point to where, I can, get through most of my day without hacking up a lung, but, it sucks. Oh, we've disappointed Ed. Ed2276 says, I'm so sad to learn that we aren't actually really a mafia. I was so looking forward to becoming a made man. As for Jim Terry messing with his channel, F you, Jim. Kate always wins. Said, this sort of stuff I don't give a shit about. I really don't. Read the room, Hypocrite. Overturn Jim Terry. Yeah. The Mafia Chase Jim Terry says Jim T was also kicked out of all of our strip clubs. You cannot wear a diaper and a nibble pacifier in our champagne rooms.
No sex in the champagne room. We all learned that.
Cindy Sue says Jim looks like a soccer player. Hey Jim, go fuck yourself. Oh.
Very direct. I appreciate it.
County ban, Jeffrey Sutton would be so proud. Yeah, I don't even. Good point. Good point. So put that into context, right? Yeah, convicted sex offender, pedophile Jeffrey Sutton, who was found to have child pornography on his computer, is not banned from all schools, but Jim Terry is.
Oh, dude, that makes me sick. That's gross.
Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity for $2 says, this went through for me. TTU, baby. TTU. Stephen Alley says, if he wouldn't by his default, can't his insurance pay out?
If he has it, I guess,
right.
maybe.
He doesn't have it. Grandma Sunshine Dragon. Blue Bacon is a very handsome man. Get his number. Get it from Jim Terry.
Jim Terry's going to find him for you, Grandma.
Yeah, he will. The Office says, for $3,500, you think Jim could find Jesus? No. Maybe Jesus. Miss Ellie, thank you so much for the super sticker. Mafia Chasing Jim Terry says, we also caught him putting hidden cameras above the urinals. Damn it.
The mangles.
Yeah, listen, not too many jokes on Jim's love life or sexual preference, or he's going to start pulling up autopsy pictures again, like a totally heterosexual, well-adjusted, sane adult male. Iceblade 065 says, didn't have time to make a funny sock account, but here's a few bucks to get this guy. Blue, I owe you 4 locos for your hard work. Not 4 locos, please. My God, gross.
I was going to say I don't drink, but I've heard those are dangerous.
I don't know if they're dangerous. Are they dangerous?
No, like you're going to get shitted and do some fucked up shit.
They smell bad. I remember from high school, they just it was one of those things that you didn't want to drink because it smelled like it was awful. AJ says, when I visit family, I want to buy you apple juice. Thank you.
Oh, you mentioned the autopsy photos thing, and a lot of people are very confused in the chat.
Oh. If I play the clip, should I play the clip? I'm going to
wait. Can
you
play it with an overlay of Buzz Lightyear or something?
I'll wait to play the clip. Not a good time. 665 CJ5 says, Kate Gates a vaporizer and sinus flush bottle. Thank you. I think I sound better now, right?
No, yeah, you are clearing up.
Oh, can you read a couple? I'm sorry.
I got you. Where's Dog Detective? Is she dog napped? No, she's around. She has her own channel. I'll have to drop the link in the chat. Uncle Rico already.
Uncle Rico's here. Thank you.
Tina B for $2. Chili is exposing your emails live. Yeah, he went live while we were live because we didn't mention him. It's pretty sad over there.
I don't understand. A lot of those emails I either wrote live or put on my community page. So it's not really exposing anything. They were already public. Thanks, though.
Unless he's putting out the psychotic emails he's sending, because that would be great. Edwin Wickham. I didn't make it up. My favorite is T-shirt logo. Stop making stupid people famous. Seriously. Griftikai. Better than watching Dateline, though wouldn't be surprised if it eventually becomes a Dateline episode. Wouldn't that be crazy if we got a Netflix series tracking Jim Terry?
Yes. Starring Blue Bacon.
The Great White Hunters. Uncle Rico again. I think those are super stickers, but it doesn't show up on StreamYard like that for me. Oh my God. Psychosis. That's pretty clever. Love Irish Demon, love Team Skeptic. They brought me to you. Digging that hoodie. Going to get one now. Oh, you said it. Name pronounced Psychosis. I got it though. Kate always wins. She does, except against viruses.
Yep.
Bill Slaughter became a member. Corrections 101. We demand our pasty stream from our queen. That's on you. I wasn't here for that. I'm missing new super chats if you want to grab them. Maybe Chili can hire Jim to find Blue Bacon. Yes, I think that would be magical. Yvette Viles. Todd Glenn, aka Ty Corbin, and I do meth together, and he cheats on his wife with cancer with me. Wait, he cheats on his wife with cancer? Like he's fucking
What?
cancer? Yeah, I'm very confused. Cadbury Bunny, petty chat to trigger Trigglypuff Cholito. Oh, he was already triggered beforehand. Oh God, what'd you say, Jim's Terry sister? He uses shoulder pads from my Dynasty drafts. That's what he's. That's why it was so light. You figured it out.
Yeah.
On that note,
Yeah. I might. So we have another interview coming up this weekend. I don't know if we'll go live in between. I know everybody wants to hear all about this other drama right now, but it's not a good time for that. But we will give you an update pretty soon. Right now, I believe that Chili's going absolutely nuts reading off my emails. If you want to go watch that, I mean, I think my emails are funny. So
yeah, you hop in the Discord and you'll be able to watch it in there.
oh yeah, thank you. Okay, so if you
welcome.
haven't joined our Discord and you would like to join our Discord, let me get you a link. Yep. Invite people. All right. So I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to put it in the chat and you can join. I know some people were asking before. Yeah. There you go. All right. Join the Discord because that's where we're going to go right now. Hey, guys.